And welcome back to the DSI Coaches Conference. And I gotta be careful what I say here about this next team, as it's near and dear to my dude Trey's heart. The Y-High Indians finished 2-8 a season ago, which resulted in the release of head coach Pat McGinty. Pennsylvania native Brian Hansen was hired from Pennsylvania, and he's bringing his triple option attack, so watch out for that, Bayside South. It'll be an adjustment for returning senior quarterback Jason Patterson and for running back Raekwon McCarter. Y-High's fielding a pretty young team this year with a number of freshmen suiting up for varsity. Washington High School finished 1-9 last season under its first year with head coach Greg Lazinski. The Jaguars return a couple key playmakers, including all Bayside selection Tyler Paulson. Travell Jones rushed for over 1,000 yards last season as a sophomore coming off of an ACL injury. The Jags actually consider that a down year for him and believe he'll be key for their running game. One team that had a pleasantly surprising season in 2015, they finished at 7-4 and made their first playoff appearance in over 10 years. One of the best tandems in the Bayside returns as quarterback Joey Blake and wide receiver Matt Chrysostom. He's competing for toughest name in the Bayside. Have something to build on what they started last season. These guys have some fight in them. They won a lot of close games last season, with 5 of their wins coming by 12 points or less. While last season's success was a bit unexpected, all eyes will be on the Clippers to see if they can go even further this season. They kick off on the road next Friday at Washington.
Thank you, Haley. Well, we're going to go ahead and get it started about a little bit about those Clippers. We're joined now by head coach Hoot Gibson right here. Been a while, and I really appreciate you coming
joining us, buddy. Yep.
Now, been down there coaching for a long time, Coach. At this point, do you still get the same excitement year in and year out that you got when you first started? And kind of how do you keep going for such a lengthy time?
Long time,
well,
man.
it's the kids that keep us going, bringing in young coaching staff. I've got some guys from Salisbury University teaching me the new ways, and it's just a good time out there, and I enjoy it. And when I stop enjoying it is when I'll give it up.
Coach, we said after so many years of kind of heartbreak and going through those growing pains as a program, how cool was it to capture that city title last year, man? I know it had to be elating.
It was. It really was. 2 years ago, we had a track team on our team, all the talent in the world, but they didn't play together. And that is what we've been emphasizing last year and this year, and the guys are buying into it. And with the talent we got this year on the perimeter, we're expecting some big things.
Well, Coach, I mean, let's talk a little bit about your quarterback. One of the only teams here that's really bringing back a quarterback there at Joey Blake, unlike some other station, I don't know who it was, said something about Joey Geary being your starting quarterback at this time last year. Can't imagine who that was, but whatever. Let's go ahead about Blake. Now going to be a junior, second year under center. Where is his growth, and kind of talk about what you expect to see out of him this year?
Well, we expect big things from Joey. He has done all the work off the season, off-season workouts, 7-on-7. He's just gotten so much better in the past year. So with him and Matt, we are going to stretch the field down the way, and we got our 3-headed monster at running back, so we're excited about the depth back there.
And Coach, you touched a little bit on Matt Chrysostom, an elite weapon, got us one of our best highlights last year against Y-High in that city game. But talk a little bit about his progression. He's grown into probably, I would say, one of the best receivers in the Bayside now.
Yes, and he's been working really hard with Isaiah Taylor, who was at SU last year.
Oh, wow.
He came on to take over
you
our
guys
JV.
got him too? Wow, okay.
Yeah, and our receivers are buying into what this guy's bringing to the table, and it's real exciting. He's teaching me new things, and we're real excited, and I can't wait.
Well, no fluke that he got his highlight against Y-High. A lot of people were doing that last year. Let's just go ahead and call it like it is. But
Trey beat me down enough back in the day, so we owed him a couple.
I got a couple.
Well, let's talk about last year as a whole. I mean, you guys won a bunch of close games. You make the postseason. Nobody had you guys marked. Was that a fluke, or are you guys going to be able to do something like that again?
We're just worried about Monday, practice, getting ready for Washington. But yeah, we got some big games coming up, and I'm excited. We got the secret weapon, Steven Oscar, who just.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on this guy.
Yeah, I know you guys did.
Was it 40 yards?
Like, I didn't want to discredit a show by talking about a kicker, but he is pretty good.
He is very good.
And it's just put him out there and win the game.
Yeah.
He hit the 40-yarder into the win against Easton.
I
wasn't going to put him out there, but Mills said, get him out there. I was like, 4th and 8. Let's give it a shot.
Shout out to Dustin Mills real quick
Who
on that one right
Mills,
there.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it is time for another quick break, but keep her here. We have just 3 teams left to go. You are watching the DSI Coaches Conference.
It's head coach Brendan Ireton, Kent County Trojans, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.